On average, men are more interested in things and women are more interested in people. And that's actually the biggest difference we know of psychologically between men and women. And even though men and women are quite similar, all things considered, the extremes make a difference. So you imagine that in order to become an engineer, you have to be extraordinarily interested in things rather than people. Well, most of those people are men. And if you want to become a nurse, well, then you have to be much more interested in people than you are in things. And most of those people are women.
Here's how men communicate with each other. Hey man, you want to go out to the restaurant? Yeah, what time? 7:30? Okay, I'll see you there. That's how men communicate with each other. Here's how women communicate with each other. Hey, what are you doing tonight? I don't know, my hair is all fucked up. Well, what do you want to do later? I'm not sure. The conversation goes fucking everywhere. This type of conversation is very natural and normal for them. When I say men and women, a better description would honestly be masculine energy and feminine energy. Because there's a lot of women who can have masculine energy and a lot of men who can have feminine energy. Feminine energy is very flowy. Masculine energy is very directed.
There is a difference between a guy who's 40 and a girl who's 40. Do you guys agree or disagree?
Well, because at 40 for a woman, it's basically over.
Really?
Yeah.
As far as having kids?
Having kids and like physically for most women, yeah. I mean, there's exceptions, sure, but that's not the rule. But as a 40-year-old guy that like you're doing pretty well, like you could get married tomorrow with a 25-year-old, have 5 kids and still have a whole life. That's just not the case biologically for women.
Yeah.
And also, in some way, I think it's embarrassing for women that are put in those situations because how do you make it to 40 and not learn how to get along with a man? How do you make it that far and you just never pick up on cues? And sometimes these women have children and that's great, and you know, sometimes they don't have a man, but sometimes they don't have either which one. They're just absolutely by themselves. Is that a full life? Because so they have girlfriends, that's great, but are all of those girlfriends single? Or are they also like married with children, or they have professions? It seems lonely to me, and I think women come out and they try to say that it's not, and I think it's a cope.
Patriarchy. Why is it the women are the ones who are like, I have to look good, I have to be hairless?
But why do the men have to say, oh, I have to have a good job? I have to, like, a girl could be unemployed, a dude will still date her, but like men have to qualify themselves to women too. It's like you're trying to like take away the things that men care about.
Yeah.
And the things that women and men care about just are.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think the dating apps for women are the most amazing resource available. The problem is women are going for the top 10%, and those guys just banging all the girls, and they're not the guys to settle down with.
Yeah.
So, but then there's all these great guys on the dating apps who are not in the top 10%, and those guys would be amazing to be with.
So what I tell women, you tell them to swipe on guys you wouldn't normally swipe on, but the reality is that even that, they're going to think, oh, I'm swiping on a guy that I wouldn't normally swipe on, but there's something about it that is still going with that 10%.
Wow, you look incredible.
Thanks. It only took 3 stylists, 2 hairdressers, 1 makeup artist, BioSlimming Active Wrap, 2 hours of Pilates, and like 12 pounds of moisturizer to look this way.
Wow, I took a shower.